Next scene. Oh, wait, no. I have to change the settings back. It's probably still on assisted mode.
Which case file would you like to see?
Oh, okay. Great. So we are in detective mode for this last case that I'm afraid is going to be really difficult. Oh, first, excuse me, story time. So finish bloodbath. So finish bloodbath. I finished bloodbath and I went over to my husband, who, as I said, helped me at some point with this. We looked at it together. So I went over to him and I said, hey, here's the what happened. Here's the what actually happened that we couldn't figure out when we were playing it. And I get to the point about Carl Tristan dying of a heart attack. Here's how this guy in this room with no blood around him died. He died of a fucking heart attack. Isn't that crazy? How were we supposed to guess that? That's what I said to him. And he looks at me and he goes, I actually said that when we were looking at this. I said maybe that guy died of a heart attack because it was so stressful. And I was like, the hell you did. You did not say that. Don't even play with me right now. And he was like, I absolutely did say that. And you laughed at me. And then I remembered, he was right. He did say that. He did say that, and I did laugh at him because, not because I think it's so ridiculous that that could happen. I think it's actually extremely plausible that in that situation, any one of us, you don't even have to be like old and have a weak heart. It's just that stressful. You could have a heart attack and die if you don't get treatment right away, you know? That's possible. But on a different level, I thought it was just a ridiculous solution because seriously, how are we supposed to guess that? Besides pulling it out of our asses like he did, apparently. Like, in a detective game, you have your answers and you have your clues, and your clues can be all over the place. They can be red herrings, they can be whatever. Your answers better fucking match up to at least a clue, though. There better be some connection there. There better be something there that can lead me to that answer, not just me coming up with it out of thin air. That's the part that kind of like got to me. Like, really? Would they really do that? They'd really just make it so like somebody dropped out of a heart attack. Like, what the fuck? But of course, I still don't know if there were any clues that I didn't find that did point to that. And that also, especially if they said this guy was old and had a weak heart, if that said that somewhere, maybe that could have been your clue that led you there. But I didn't find that, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just curious, like, did anybody out there actually guess that? Because, like, what the fuck? How many people guessed that? Apparently my husband did. He did. And I laughed at him, and he got to do a big ol' I told you so to me, so we have that going for us. So yeah, that's my spiel on that. Let's get into this next case that probably has more of this ridiculousness of just having to guess stuff out of thin air.
Loading Hughes Manor's Feud. Loading complete. Good luck.
The accomplished CEO of a successful real estate firm passed away, and a somber wake took place at his house. Just a few hours after the mourners dispersed, another tragedy occurred, prompting a frantic call to the police. Piece together the events that unfolded and discover what happened. May 16th, 2003, 6:43 p.m. May 16th, you know what I'm gonna do? That's how you remember what day and time it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, and we have items and sound files. What is that? But it did say the wake took place here at this house. It says his house. I'm assuming that's this house. I wonder if we want to wait to look at, well, the audio files. Police officer's notes. Okay, let's look around the house first. Let's look around the house first. Physically get more of a handle of... Hold on a second. They got balloons for a wake. Do people do that? Do you get gray ass balloons for a wake? Is that actually a thing? Oh my god. Okay, got some cough drops. Necklace. Oh. I'll miss you, Dad. Okay, it does say examine. I was looking at the queue for back and I didn't see examine right next to it. I don't know why. I have to be careful about not missing that. Vermin defense, James Mendez. Rats and nasty things that crawl, we zap, shoot, and trap them all. Call me, need someone to supervise a business contract. Is the Vermin Company a front? Meet with the district attorney. I'm told that he want to charge the Holt kid, even though he's a minor. Note, tell him it's not likely to move forward. Dinner with Joseph Michaels. Dad left sniper at the log cabin. Retrieve it. Make sure to drive down next week and return it to him. Sniper? What is that? Does he mean like a rifle? District attorney appointed me as the prosecutor for Barley Davidson's case. Kyle Santino should have the initial files ready by 2 p.m. today. Call Daniel Riley. Meet with Carla Reynolds. Barley's pick up Ruby. Dad died. Okay. Cancel this week. Call Valerie when home. Won't be good to see Ruby. Call some people. Pick up Ruby. She stays till the 8th. I'm assuming that's his kid. Won't be good to see Ruby. Why not? That's when you're supposed to see your family. When people die, right? Call Felix for update. Just clear out next week too. Valerie is his wife's or ex-wife. Ruby's mother. Oh, I don't. That's it. Okay. So there are a bunch of names in here, but like, no idea if any of them are important. So something happened to somebody right here and then they got dragged out of the house, or did they get dragged in and left to bleed out here? I mean, all this splatter kind of indicates something happened right here, I think. To Samuel Hughes. Huh. Harmony Hughes. The Hugheses did not show up for the wake. Boy, we get goodie bags at our wakes too? My goodness. Keep Roger from drinking too much. Damian Goodman, James Goodman's son, is allergic to strawberries. Make sure he doesn't get any. Philip Braxton has slight lactose intolerance. Evelyn Fletcher, Joshua Fletcher's mother, has early onset dementia. Alert Joshua in case anything happens. Roman's son is allergic to nuts. Remember William Riverside. Just remember him. Okay, we've got 3 phone numbers in here. Do remember to prepare your speech by Friday. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Hope that you can be here early to help. Yeah. Hey, Felix. Okay, this is Felix's phone number. I'll be back at 2. Got some things to do. See you then. I will be away for an hour or 2 to run some errands. Do let me know. Okay, so this is earlier today. Possibly during the wake. I guess we don't know what time the wake was yet. We will start preparing for the toast at 11 a.m. Okay, so then they did the toasts. And this person was like, all right, I'm heading out until 2. Toasts are done. I'll be back in a couple hours. And then later tonight, this person, Felix, came back and said, it's my turn to leave for a couple hours. Okay. Did you hear that shit during the speeches? Man, I'm sick of his attitude. So the plan is still in action, right? All 3 of us agree that he needs to be put in his place, right? No way I'm stopping now. We need to do it today. I can already imagine the look on his face when I pull up the dirt on him. Can't believe we're going to do this. You know my son looks up to you. I'm sure he does. Where the hell is that little shit? Is that a serious, like, you know my son looks up to you? Or is it like, you know my son looks up to you? Like, why are you doing this? I feel like it's supposed to be the former, but to me it feels like the latter. So pull up the dirt on him. It sounds like they're going to blackmail somebody. I'm not getting a murder plot right now. Oh, deleted. Did I get the son's name out of here? Is this James Mendez? Or is that, he's got somebody else's business card in there in his briefcase. That would make sense. Fancy. I don't see any strawberries or nuts yet. Oh wait, those are strawberries. Okay. Those look like cloves of garlic to me. What the hell is that? I don't even know. What is that? Those are tomatoes? What the hell are those? There's a little fork in them, so they've got to be something soft. I could go for a fucking croissant right now, actually. Oh my god. And if the dad's wife was already deceased, that would be probably a whole thing, because now the estate is up for grabs, and there he is. It's a recorder, but we can't do anything with it. Oh yeah, last will and testament. Hughes is the family name. Okay. I nominate and appoint Felix White as personal representative of my estate. If my personal representation fails or ceases to serve, then I nominate William Brandon Darby. Either does people or Hugheses. Well, these would be lawyers, right? Not family members? I devise and bequeath my property. Devise? First beneficiary. Any charities as chosen by Felix. 5%. Second. Oh, Felix is his close friend and butler. 5% of my overall wealth. Third beneficiary. Ellis Morton Hughes, my eldest son. 17% of the remaining 90% of the wealth. Then Roger Franklin Hughes, my second son, with 16%. Glenn Wilson Hughes, third son, with 14%. Roman Clymer Hughes, my fourth son, with 13%. And then my business partner, Jonathan Luke Reed. Title and blessing to the Hughes Property Group, of which he likely has been elevated to already. Eighth beneficiary. I have hired a third party, Stanton Law, to supervise any additional an additional layer to my distribution of the final 40% of the remainder 90% of my wealth. They've been provided with a document that would break down attributes that I valued. These attributes are based on relationship status, being single or married or divorced or looking, etc. Additionally, these attributes are based on employment status. Ooh. Before I look at the second page, I am kind of hoping this turns into a logic puzzle then. Who's married? Who works where? And therefore, how much would they get? Let's find out. I don't know. Being unemployed, full-time, CEO, manager, etc., Stanton Law will supervise this final distribution and have a fuller list of desired traits. Where is that list? My friend and servant Felix Daniel White will provide additional feedback to Stanton Law in their analysis of each of my 4 children. These attributes, when analyzed and understood, will provide an additional 15% or 10% or 10% or 5% of my 40% of the 90% of the wealth. I get it. So between the 4 of them, they will get one of those 4 numbers. These notes being rendered and carried out are my will. Okay, yeah. Ooh, okay. I have not looked at our questions yet, so don't know exactly how that's going to figure in, but it's probably important. Oh, Martha Amelia Hughes. Maybe that was his wife. And ceramics and pottery was one of her things. That's cool. Edited by Sherry Lasky. Neat. They put this in another scene? They made me see this again? Unforgivable. Gliftons. Where the best are served the best. Roger F. Hughes, sous chef. Was he one of the sons? Ellis, Roger, Glenn, and Roman. I guess I'm actually gonna do something I have not been doing at all this game. Oh my god, I can't spell. We're gonna track what people did. And if they were married, what their relationship statuses are, and their employment statuses. And then if we find that fuller list, then I guess we'll track other things too. But I don't even know. This just might be fun for me to do. It may not even matter. I want to keep looking around before I look at questions. It's very hazy in here. Holy shit. Oh, geez. Upscaling for the boom. Gordon Rush Hughes. Maybe a first-time author, but published a first-rate book. Interesting. Compilation of notes covering the 70s, 80s North Carolina markets. When was it published? Not gonna know that from the cover, probably. Okay, Gordon. Oh my god, that was one of the kids, right? I will not remember their names, apparently. No, that's not one of the 4 kids. Who the fuck is that? Oh wait, no, that's the guy that died. That's him. This is Gordon. I don't need to track what you did for a living, but I guess he was a writer and he did something with real estate. Barf. Dear Felix, by the time you are reading this, I will have passed on. This letter is an additional note to the will I have left behind. I've hired Stanton Law to be an intermediary. Each son will receive points based on their employment status and the condition of their marriage or relationship. If they're unemployed, they will be given a negative point to their overall amount. This is because I don't tolerate laziness. If they have any job in general, they receive 1 point. If they have a government job, they receive an additional 1 point. A middle management position gets an additional 1 point. If they're in a C-suite position or higher, they may receive 2 points to their overall amount. Marriage was sacred to me, as it was to their mother. If they are single, they do not receive or subtract any points. If they are divorced, they have a single point taken away from them. That's fucked up, man. If they are married, they gain 1 point. If they've provided the family with even one single male heir, they gain an additional point. Whoever shall have the highest amount of points will receive a 15% addition. Oh, yeah, the 50% addition to their overall what they get. Whoever shall have the second highest will be 10, third shall be 10, final shall be 5. I know this may seem like an odd request, but my children understood my values as they were raised up. I'm proud of each one, but I always like to reward them allowance based on the chores they did. This is their final allowance. I know that you will follow my instructions without question as you always have. However, I want you to know that with my death, your contract comes to an end. You are no longer required to work for the Hughes family. And I want to make sure you feel no obligation. You are about the age of retirement, and I wish that you can live the rest of your life with your wife in peace. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that is 1 page. Nothing on the back. Oh, I guess I should have been scanning the floor this whole time. Can't open the drawer. 1 shell in this room. This is a ridiculous amount of blood and splatter for 1 9mm round to have cost. There's something on the ground over here, but I don't think it's important. What about the ceilings? Probably should pay attention to the ceilings too. Okay, I don't see anything in the ceilings. I don't see any other shell casings yet. Well, yeah, I see a lot more shell casings now. Well, are these casings? No, they're just bullets. With the silver tips. So, I mean, did this stuff belong to Gordon? Did any of the kids actually live with him? Ooh, okay, there were 4 guns. One's on the floor. Might have just gotten knocked down when somebody grabbed the 4th one. What the hell is this room? Oh my god. Right off the living room. Like, not even hidden or anything behind a bookcase. Garbage bags. Yeah, okay, just hunting equipment. Makes sense. It looks like all the rifles are here. Okay, because of this just being a square, I don't know if anything is missing. We definitely could have a missing knife or more than 1 missing knife. Yeah, I don't know. We can't know just from that. Somebody was in a hurry though. They grabbed a gun and put some bullets in it and ran out. Maybe they then ran here and fired a shot. Okay, now I think we go upstairs. What are these names? Oh, Hughes. Some of the Hugheses did not show. Harmony and Samuel. Some damage to the walls. We think there was a fight? Fresh Mart. RV. Number 4. This could be the butler's keys. It could be anybody's keys. Oh fuck. Yeah, actually downstairs there's no body outline, just a fucking gigantic blood splatter, so I guess they went outside. They were injured in the foyer and then they were dragged outside or they went outside. And if they died out there, we'll never know. I wonder if an argument started in here then. I'm a vampire. Oh, that's it for this room. Well, I guess a body outline is pretty big. That's pretty important. Wait a second, if there's an argument and some people started fighting in this room, then at least 3 people were present. 1 that died here, and then 2 that continued the fight. Oh, and they broke a pot. Sad. Twin to this one, probably. I can actually hear it ticking. What the hell is that? Rocks. Golf club. S? Like for sandwich? That doesn't look like a wedge to me. I don't know anything about golf though. I don't. SPP for putter, right? What is S? These are drivers, the big ones. It's not a 5, it's an S. That's a 5. What the fuck is S? I don't know. Oh, that's happening with all the... Oh, it's a shadow. Yeah, this kind of looks weird. Ellis Morton Hughes. It's one of the sons. Old Arrow Road. I can't see the number. 14? 14 Old Arrow Road. Is that here? Oh, it says NC. I guess I was assuming this was Nevada, like everywhere else. If, I guess I need to know where this house is. If it's in Nevada, Ellis just brought his fucking magazine with him from home. He lives in North Carolina and brought a magazine with him while he stayed at his dad's house during the week. Or he lives here. That's the address for this house. Suitcase says travel. Super bet. Oh, great. Betting? Better luck next time. Gladiators. Okay, betting on sports. Oh, there's more. Winnings. Yeah, these are all different dates too. Okay, so the guy bets on stuff. A warm welcome from Miller's Creek. Daniela Stren in Atlantic City. Hey, hun, I'm almost heading out. Can't believe my old man is actually gone. Don't want to be too sobby in this, but man, this hits me hard. On the bright side, I'll be rolling in the dough. Maybe we can finally settle down, just the 2 of us. I'll be in town for about 2 weeks, and this time I won't have to worry about having to constantly look for a job. These guys don't know what they're missing out on. See you there. I can't read this. The lighting is fucking weird. St. Valentine University. Ellis. Rugby. State Rugby Championship. Okay. think this is probably accurate. Oh, and the guy with the briefcase, whoever that is, divorced, we're gonna say. I guess we don't know that for sure, but separated at the very least, so. But he also seems to be employed. Doing what? I don't know. Another suitcase. Hold on. How many fucking suitcases do you need? Oh, unless he brought somebody with him and was having an affair. Not that his old man would necessarily have known about that. How could he? Brought his golf clubs. Maybe he's just like a stuck-up guy who needs a bunch of luggage. I don't know. Dang, I feel like I'm missing stuff. Like, is that really all that's in these rooms? Oh my god, that's it? Holy shit, hold on a second. I feel like we've explored everything. I'm supposed to know what all of the sons do for a living and what their relationship statuses are. I still have to view the extra objects and audio logs, but holy fuck. That's all the evidence in the house that I can find. Anyway. Oh, this is his daughter. Saying that she'll miss him while he's, traveling or gone or whatever. Oh, I see. It's not a male heir, so we don't care. We don't care if you have a daughter. He is a lawyer. Won't be good to see Ruby. Oh, like you don't want to see her because you're upset or whatever. Samuel and Harmony didn't show up. We don't know who they are though. How they fit into this. I hope the best to my sons and grandchildren. So there are more grandchildren out there. Not just Ruby. I'm gonna do questions first. See, yeah, we have to know this. Among the total money to be distributed, how much is East supposed to receive? Who is the target of blackmail? How many people were killed? Depending on the number entered, please fill in the sets of names of both the victim and the perpetrator of the following fields. This is Case of the Golden Idol right here. This is Return to the Obra Dinn. Alright, yeah. Pretty straightforward. Item. Phone. This phone was found in the suit pocket of the body in the second floor. I wonder if that was Felix. Do remember to prepare your speech. I know I can look at the other phone to see what number Felix's was. I'll do that if I can't figure it out here. We start preparing for the toast at 11. Hope you can be there early to help. I'll be away for an hour or two running errands. Wait, this is on the 13th? The same exact message was sent to whoever on the 16th. But also that the messages I'm thinking of were different than this, I think. Hey, what do you want from me? I need to talk to you. It's important. Oh, this is the day of the wake. I'm busy with work right now. Just leave a message. It needs to be in person. Fine. Meet me outside in 5 minutes. Deleted. I have not seen this set of messages yet. Okay. We gotta look. Hold on. I want to look at the other phone. What other phone? This one. And this is just sitting here charging, so like... 305-1492. That's Felix's number. So, that other person was also messaging Felix. 2 different chains of messages. Felix was just sending out his reminders to people. Hey, make sure you remember your shit. Oh, it's probably one of the brothers that died upstairs. I guess it could make sense if the brothers are salty about Felix. Oh, you know my son looks up to you. One of them does have a son. There is a grandson. Don't know who. I'll be away for an hour or two to do some errands. Do let me know if you need anything. This was sent on the 16th at 5:12 p.m. And this was sent on the 13th at 5:12 p.m. I kind of feel like this is supposed to be the 16th. Like that's a mistake. I'm busy with work right now. You're busy with work at your father's funeral, I'm guessing. Maybe this is the guy with the briefcase, the lawyer, because he's so fucking busy all the time. Maybe this is the other two brothers dragging, or two of the brothers dragging a third brother into their mess, wanting to blackmail Felix or whoever. Okay, well we have audio logs. Well, and police officers' notes. Unknown victim. Male, white. Body. Black suit, black dress pants, black tie. Dirt on underside of body as if body was dragged, covered in blood. Might be the one from the foyer. Bullet wound to his midline forehead. Right hand, ring finger, and pinky finger looks twisted. Undershirt sleeves, scratch marks on hands and arms. So like defensive wounds? Lorraine Rayton, witness, neighbor. Oh, we have a phone number for them. Around 5:30 p.m., saw a car drive out of mansion property, unknown driver, red sedan, headed eastbound from scene. There is no red sedan in the lot. The lot? What lot? Oh, that's it. Just these 2 pages. Okay, 7811. Do we have that number? Nope. Just so the witness's phone number. That was not a lot. Where was he found? Where did you even find them? Doesn't even say here. Like, I'm assuming this is not the body from the second floor. I'm assuming it's a different person, the one who was shot in the foyer. Like, you found them outside somewhere? Doesn't say. Ring finger and pinky finger look twisted. Oh, if the fingers are messed up, maybe they, you know, fought, like, over the gun, trying to grab it away from him. But, like, ring finger and pinky finger specifically. Like, why? Undersuit sleeves, scratch marks. So they put the jacket back on him after they fought? Because how else would you get scratched up? Dude. Okay, butler questioning. Ooh, recording of eulogies. Okay.
What was the event about?
We held a gathering to honor the late Gordon Hughes at his manor. His 4 sons each gave a eulogy. Food and wine was served. Then his will was shown, revealed to his 4 children. If you wish to see them as evidence, we have provided the recorded audio tapes and a copy of the will.
Where were you at the time of the crime?
The crime.
After all the guests left, I cleaned all the mess they had left behind. After that, I had to go run some errands. Here are the receipts of what I had to buy.
Do you have any suspicions of who did it?
I don't want to believe any of them did it. I've known them since they were so young. But I also know that it couldn't have been any of the guests, as I've personally watched them all leave before I started cleaning. Also, the sons were all in the house as I left.
Okay, so the butler didn't die. He says the crime, who did it. I'm thinking 2 people died. That could be wrong, somehow. So in my mind, that's like 2 different crimes. It could have been done by the same person, but it also might not have been. Okay. Eulogies.
Welcome.
That's a butler.
We've gathered here today to honor the late Gordon Hughes. He was a dear friend and a dear father. We'll start our presentation of the eulogies with the successor of Gordon's company, Jonathan Reed. If you could stand up here.
Gordon was never just my boss. Over the time I was given to know him, he became one of my closest friends and the greatest teacher I've had. When I was young, I lived like trash. I was down on my luck and penniless. Gordon hired me, gave me a chance, and told me how to conduct myself. The position I have today is because of him, and there's nothing I can do to express the gratitude I feel. Gordon's own path was also similar, though with different starting points. He had to struggle to make his way to the top. Hard work, humility, and support. His virtues are what he told me to take to heart. I hope I can embody these as I take up the flag that he left behind. I swear to make his legacy last. As the new CEO of the Hughes Property Group, I would like to extend an offer to Roman, Gordon's youngest son, to work as a manager for our company. Roman, you are a rising star in the real estate world, and I'm sure that your father would want you to work with us. How about it?
No, thank you, Jonathan. But I'm quite proud of my current work, and I'd prefer not to take orders from anyone.
Oh, I see.
Awkward.
I shall give you time to consider the offer. Now I believe that Ellis, Gordon's eldest, is next.
Thank you, Jonathan. I wouldn't have minded taking that managerial spot you have, by the way. Yeah. Anyhow, you may already know me. I'm a former collegiate rugby player. St. Valentine University, represent! The MVP awards and state rings I won, the successes I had, were because of my pops, Gordon Hughes. As a kid, he was always there, encouraging me to chase my dreams, to chase the ball. Even if he's no longer with us in person, I will make sure to carry on his legacy and ensure our family's success. Thank you. Oh, Roger, you're up.
Hello, and thank you all for coming today. I just want to share some of my precious memories with my father. Back when he was still alive, he would often take Glenn and I out to hunt with him. We'd have loaded up the truck with our food, tents, and the guns. It was an experience. We were still young back then, but I remember the first time he... Sorry, it's just a little difficult. I remember that time we went... Thank you, Glenn. Thank you.
Sorry about that. It's been rough for all of us, I'm sure.
I will continue Roger's testimony on his behalf. Our father would often take Roger and I hunting. Of course, we never caught anything until we grew a little older. Father was always there, showing us how to do things right. Often, we would have to only load the truck up with his prices, but in time, we'd add to that pile. I remember Roger's first kill. He started crying. Yes, you did. Not because you were happy that you'd finally succeeded, but because you felt bad for the deer when you got up to it. Our father would then teach us the importance of each individual life. That deer would live on with us, and later within us. These life experiences he gave us led us to where we are today. Roger is now a successful chef. I, on the other hand, am a lawyer for the state. After Mom passed away, Dad resolved himself to give us as much support as he could. This wasn't just in our respective businesses, but in our lives and our own growing families. I think it really shows. Wherever you are now, Dad, thank you. God bless.
So this is Roman.
Thank you, Glenn. My father was a very successful man, like Jonathan said. Our grandfather's company was in the gutters when he got the position. What he accomplished with it was awe-inspiring. Like him, I decided to start with nothing as well. I wanted to climb the ladder with my own grit and sacrifice. I think Father appreciated that someone tried to do without. He was correct to put his faith in me. Roman Estate Co. is as successful as Hughes Property Group. Founding it was an endeavor, and to keep it running has been arduous. It's been like childbirth, something I thought only my wife would experience.
What?
Jonathan,
That's
as an aside,
crazy.
I believe that it's in my best interest to continue the great legacy that my father created, to continue his business modus operandi. I will buy out Hughes Property Group entirely.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sure I can find you a position as well. And that is all I have to say. Felix, back to you.
Thank you, Roman. Next, we have Gordon's closest friends, starting with Mr. William Darby.
Okay. Yeah, by process of elimination, this would have been Glenn anyway. Question mark, everybody kind of knows that guy's a loser. Oh, he did mention a wife. He has a wife somehow. And they have a kid. His wife went through childbirth. Well, I guess you could say that, but he's also probably saying that it's something his wife would go through and not him if they had a kid. He may not be referring to the fact that they actually had one. I don't know. I'm guessing Ellis doesn't have any kids. I guess he could have one out of wedlock, but we haven't heard anything about one yet. And Roger, we haven't heard anything about either. It seems pretty obvious to me. I guess I'll make an assumption that those guys are saying that Roman, is definitely on his fucking high horse. That's what that one conversation was probably referring to. Something I thought only my wife would experience. That's so fucking weird. That's just such a fucking weird way to put this. I love the sound mixing, actually. Maybe these guys should do more, like, audio dramas. But the writing still needs work. That's okay. Yeah, this fucking guy, man. And Ellis had loud keys. I guess we can say those keys belong to Ellis? Maybe. See, that's the thing that's kind of like what I was saying earlier in my story time. We don't know for sure who the keys belong to. We really don't. What we do know is that there's an audio of somebody jangling their keys, and we do know who. And then there's a set of keys on the floor somewhere. Are we supposed to connect those two? And I would argue, yes, you're supposed to connect the clues and the answers. That's like how these games are supposed to work. But I guess it still feels like it could be anyone's. So that's why we're making assumptions. We are making assumptions. We just kind of have to at some point. Roman then would be considered C-suite since he owns his own company. That's what I would say. Who is the target of blackmail? It would have to be Roman, if that's who they were talking about being on this high horse. Roger and Glenn would go hunting with their dad. Presumably one of them was the one who, took a gun out of the hunting closet, hunting room. I don't know where this is. Where did I see Nevada mentioned? I saw Nevada mentioned somewhere in this scene. Oh, here. State of Nevada. Keep Roger from drinking too much. Roman's son. Okay. Roman's gonna have the most points, easy. I haven't seen anything about Roger's relationship status or if he has children. Ellis is writing to a girlfriend. He's making it sound serious, but like, who knows really, if he's just like saying shit. And Glenn is, we're gonna say divorced, at least separated. Okay, Roger's not knowing his relationship status, even a hint, is kind of getting to me, actually. I feel like it's way too question mark. I need something. Like, you could fill in, like, maybe it doesn't matter if we win, but I think it would. I think these three are going to be kind of close. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ellis is the clear loser. So maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it really doesn't matter. So this is the part where like you do actually kind of have to figure out what happened. You can't just go on vibes too much. Did they succeed in killing? Well, they didn't want to kill Roman. They wanted to blackmail him. Why did they want to blackmail him? Like, what were they trying to get from him? It's one thing to just like, wow, my brother's a piece of shit, let's fuck with him. But like, they probably wanted something from him if they were gonna do that. Did you hear that shit during speeches? I'm sick of his attitude, playing his action, right? All three of us agree he needs to be put in his place, right? My son looks up to you. Ooh. Wait a second. Hold on. Roman has a son. Ooh, okay. I thought we were planning to blackmail Roman. The guy with the son. Maybe Roger has a son too. And like I said, maybe Alyssa has a kid. We literally, but we just have not heard anything about them. This could be our one hint that Roger has a son, though. Is him mentioning it in this conversation, if this is Roger. I'm almost wondering if this is Ellis's phone. He obviously seems like a total meathead, like headstrong, reckless, vindictive maybe even. But he also seems kind of dumb. Maybe. So like, would he really mastermind a plan to blackmail somebody? If this is Roman, then who else would they be blackmailing? That shit during the speeches. What the hell else could they be referring to other than that asshole, though? I don't think they'd be talking about like the business owner guy, Jonathan. I don't think he's part of this. I think it's 3 brothers against 1. That's really what it feels like. Let's just make that assumption for now. If it's not Roman, did something that one of the others said come off as like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with you? We need to blackmail you about some shit. This seems like this could rub you the wrong way. Absolutely. Is it like, oh my God, this fucking guy, we gotta blackmail him? No, it's like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking meathead. Like, okay, let's move on. That's what this sounds like to me. Okay. And this is Roger talking. I guess like if they think he's faking it, then they could be talking about Roger. If they know that Roger's not actually emotional about this. I'm same thing with all this. Any of this could rub somebody the wrong way given certain circumstances, but none of it to me sounds like, holy shit, fuck this person because they're a bad person somehow, except for Roman's bullshit. This could actually be the same deleted chain, right? This could be Roman too, actually. I'm busy with work right now. He's a little confrontational, you know, straight to the point. His brothers are beneath him, maybe. So this is them getting ready to blackmail him. Hey, come outside so we can blackmail you, please. But come outside, I mean, like, but the killings happened in the house. Or at least the confrontations. How did the person upstairs die? The person who owned this phone is dead. I don't think it's Roman. I think this is Roman. I guess we could say that these 2 phones, these are their numbers. This is number for the other phone. Maybe it really doesn't fucking matter though, because we only have 2 phones. If we had like a 3rd phone, that could help. These phones each belonged to one of the brothers, I'm assuming. I was gonna say maybe these belong to children, like these are grandchildren. Samuel and Harmony. They didn't bring their kids with them. 'Cause, I mean, a wake, you bring your fucking kids to a wake. That's just what you do. You get together for weddings and funerals. You go to those things. You bring all the people. Actually, this could be like Roman's wife and son. I don't know. It would kind of suck. Like, you're planning to... Well, no, okay. They were not planning to kill him. They were planning to blackmail him. 2 different things. 2 very different things. Yeah, it would suck to plan to kill somebody in front of or at an event where their wife and kid are present. But I don't know that they were present. And they weren't planning to do that. They were planning to blackmail him. What the fuck happened here? What happened here? Roger and Glenn were both taken hunting quite a bit. Brother, dad. One of them would have been the one to go into the closet and get weapons. Or both of them. Maybe one has a gun and one has a knife. How did the person upstairs die? Was this person strangled? Did they die of a heart attack? Wrong room. It's a very, imprecise outline, but they could have been trying to not be strangled. Ellis is a big dude, right? We're assuming he could probably strangle someone to death. And his keys are here. Well, we're assuming they're his keys, right? Yeah, so we can assume he's athletic. Still of an athletic build. We don't know how old these guys are. This game stresses my computer out. We don't quite know how old these guys are. This is the oldest one, though. He would have graduated college a while ago. Actually, I think the ring said 88. Well, 88 is when they would have won the... This is a championship ring, not a graduation ring. Dude, that was fucking 15 years ago. Get over it. But he is probably still athletically built. He plays golf. He's interested in rugby. He bets on sports. Not that that's gonna get you in good shape. Yeah, I'm definitely at a stage of like, yeah, I'm looking around. I don't actually think I'm gonna find anything else. I'm giving myself time to think. I'm thinking. I wonder if the three brothers who were planning the blackmail, I wonder if they got into a fight with each other. That's what happened here. Again, if Ellis is a big and or athletic dude, he could probably take any of his brothers. But why would he? Why? I'm going to really go out on a limb and say Ellis killed this person. This is the one scene I wrote down the fucking date and time, and I have not once actually wondered to myself what day and time it was. It just doesn't matter. Maybe Roger has a son. Yeah, though that one message saying my son looks up to you, that is actually throwing me for a loop. Maybe I have to assume that that is Roman. That the person being blackmailed is not Roman. Even though I wish they would. Fuck that guy. I mean, fuck Ellis too. I mean, none of them maybe seem like great people. I don't know. I can't really tell. Oh yeah, we do have some allergies, but like... I don't know that matters. Roman's son is allergic to nuts. Maybe Roman's allergic to nuts too. Dad left sniper at the log cabin. Sniper. What the fuck do they mean by sniper? I was assuming that was a gun, a rifle. All the rifles are here. One of them has been put back the wrong way. I don't know what a fucking sniper rifle looks like if I'm not playing Fallout versus just a rifle. You know, like what's the difference, really? Is it the long-ass scope? I don't know. I'm gonna assume, okay, these are all sniper rifles. Fucking, they're all hunting rifles. Yeah. Why would Glenn put this back wrong? Doesn't make any sense. Their mom being into ceramics and pottery is probably just flavor. I don't see that being plot relevant. And there is one singular fucking shell. The body that was found, I assume outside somewhere, had one gunshot to the forehead. That is so much goddamn blood. We don't even know what they could possibly be blackmailing him with. I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe that's something like... if you figured that out, what is the blackmail? That could be big. But also maybe that doesn't matter at all. Oh my god, that's so cute. Will you marry me? No date or anything. Did she make that for him? I guess? Or did he make that for her, knowing that was what she was interested in? Either way, cute. Just cute though. I mean, I don't think that helps me. Unless another pod has a hidden message on it. I haven't been able to pick up any of the other pods, I don't think. Felix said he was leaving for a couple of hours. He told the brothers he was leaving for a couple of hours. Does that matter? The brothers knew that they would all be home alone. The four of them. He sends it at 5:12. About 10 minutes later. So, I'm guessing 2 bodies, right? This one and the one that got shot downstairs and dragged outside. That means the other 2 brothers are still alive and they've fucked off somewhere. Probably would have had to. Like, oh shit, this looks bad. They're gonna definitely know it was us. We better get the fuck out of here. This guy left his briefcase, though. Ooh, if he left his briefcase, it might have been because he was shot. It might have been because he died. And his phone. If he left his phone, it might have been because he died. Glenn. Ooh, Glenn might have been killed. Don't know if he was shot or... I'm just gonna say strangled. Strangled / suffocated. I don't know which body he was, but his stuff is still here. Either this is his phone or that other phone is his phone. I don't feel like either of these people is Glenn. I don't know a lawyer would type like this, although of course like on the T9 phones it's such a pain in the ass to type anything. Who cares if it's grammatically correct? You know, my son looks up to you. I cannot. I don't understand. Fuck, I don't get it. Wait. The phone that we have in our inventory was found in the man's pocket. A man who was killed. And that was a person... Okay. This is the person... I'm assuming. We're making assumptions here. This person died. This is not the person that was the target of the blackmail. Whatever. And they still died. This could have been Glenn. I think this could have been Glenn. And he died upstairs because Ellis, the meathead, strangled him? Why? Why would that have happened? Maybe he was gonna... Maybe this isn't him saying, hey, we need to talk because we're gonna blackmail you. Maybe this is him saying, hey, we need to talk because your brothers are planning to blackmail you. Maybe they found out that Glenn was gonna turn on them. And Ellis was like, fuck you, die. Now we're gonna go blackmail the other guy. Oh, maybe Roger freaked out because Ellis killed Glenn. And Roger, knowing where the weapons are, they fight. Oh, but they fight, but how would he break away to get a gun? How would that happen? And how would Roger not get killed by Ellis? I mean... And Roman's just waiting outside at this point. He's not even involved. Yeah, this is a very imperfect theory. Ellis kills Glenn because Glenn's gonna turn on them. Roger and Ellis fight. Roger breaks away, gets a gun, shoots Ellis. Drags Ellis outside. There's several holes in that theory, though. How would Roger break away to get a gun for long enough? Maybe he hits Ellis over the head with a pot, the one that's broken, and that gives him just enough time to get downstairs and get a gun. And then there's this. This is the biggest hole in any of this. This is Ellis and Roger texting each other. Where the hell is that little shit? Why would he be texting Roger at 5:42 p.m. if they've already been fought and shooting at each other? Where the hell is that little shit? Ooh. Who is he talking about? 5:42 is gonna be after shit goes down. Maybe he's talking about Felix. Where the hell is Felix? He needs to help me clean up these bodies. I just don't know if they're trying to make me say, oh, this is Roman. Roman is the only person we've seen that it says has a son anywhere else. But this could also be my clue that Roger has a son. I do not know which. I don't know which. If this is Ellis texting Roman, I'll be back at 2. Oh yeah, he did leave after the speeches. Whoever this is. I'm assuming this is Ellis, because it's not written very, written very well. And he's the one we've been led to believe is a meathead. So, what did he leave to go do at 11:15? To be back at 2. Doesn't matter. Glenn's note in his book said that there was a rifle left at the cabin. Maybe that's murdered. Maybe they were like, okay, let's just go grab the rifle and bring it back. I don't know. I'm spinning my wheels. It's been almost 2 hours. Let me think about it for a little while. God, I'm so pissed off right now. We just recorded part of putting in our answers without the microphone on, so now I have to do that part again. Or at least show what our answers are again, but we got them all right in one.
Yeah.
Okay, after the gathering concluded, the guests departed and Felix left to attend to some errands. The only individuals remaining were Gordon's 4 sons. Ellis proceeded with his plan to blackmail Roman. Roger and Glenn were also in on the plan, although with varying degrees of hesitation. They all agreed that Roman's comments were out of hand and disrespectful to their father's legacy. Of the two, Roger was more willing to follow Ellis, as long as his own 2 children weren't around to see the conflict. So the 2 bags would have been his 2 children. On the other hand, Glenn, after contemplating the consequences of their actions, warned Roman about the impending scheme, prompting Roman to leave the premises. So he just grew a conscience. It wasn't something like, I'm a lawyer and I know that this isn't going to work for whatever reason.
Oh, so Roman wasn't even waiting outside then? Like
he just left.
Yeah, he just
He
left.
was like, you know what? Bye.
He's probably the car that left at 5:30. The red car.
Yeah, not the killer. That makes sense. Upon discovering Glenn's betrayal, Ellis confronted him, leading to a heated argument that escalated into a physical altercation. Losing control, Ellis pursued Glenn upstairs, causing damage to the walls and furniture, eventually ending Glenn's life with his own hands.
So not the golf club.
Not the golf club,
strangling.
just strangling. That's what I said from the beginning. Overhearing the commotion, Roger retrieved a gun from the hunting closet, fearing the worst, confronted Ellis when he returned downstairs. After Ellis confessed to what happened, Roger reached a state of emotional distress now that Glenn, his brother and close friend, was killed. He snapped and fired 1 bullet, straight into Ellis's head, ending his life instantly. Realizing what he had done, Roger panicked, dragging Ellis's heavy body outside before fleeing the scene. But Ellis also sent a text saying, "Where is that little shit?" at like 5:42 p.m. Like, how did he do that?
Which case
Hooray!
file would you like
So
to
our
loading Hughes
answers should
Matters
still be in here.
So the whole missing jacket thing was completely wrong anyway. Maybe that's the
I
one.
don't know
That's in
why. I don't know why you fixated on that.
Well, that's where you put jackets. Clearly,
But who cares? Like,
I don't know. A game with limited clues.
okay, yeah, no, that's fair. So
Yeah.
Roman took his jacket and left because
Yeah.
he had, warning or whatever. So we put in our answers, our total money percent. And we were right in one. This is the first time I answered 100% correct on the first guess.
Nice.
Was this one, which was supposed to be the hardest one. And it was annoying.
It was. You had to make some leaps.
Yeah, but honestly, what other way could this have happened that wasn't like way more convoluted though?
Yeah.
That's the part that, I mean, at least that part makes sense to me. And like in pretty much all the other cases, it was like, I mean, this could have happened, or this could have happened, or that could have. And this one, it's like, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. There's no other, like, So
We did it.
we did it.